Yes, folks, hello. Welcome once again to Mod Extra Games and Collectibles. My name's Chris, it's my channel. Absolute pleasure to have you with me here today. And it's time, folks, for another Mod Extra G.I. Joe Classified Series update. We've had a little bit of news going on in the last couple of days that I wanted to talk about and share with you guys. It's only going to be a short one with a few quick updates, but nonetheless, sit down, get comfy, settle in. Let's talk about some G.I. Joe Classified Series stuff that's been going on. And we're going to get things started with a quick word on the Cobra-La Royal Guards. Word is, if you've been out and about on Facebook, that the Royal Guards are turning up early on the shelves in Target. I say on the shelves in Target, I've seen some people reporting that you have to go and ask for them and they bring them out, but there's no street date attached to them. So when they do bring them out from the back and, they scan them in, they're good to go. Word is, I think it's along the west coast of the US, but, being an ignorant Brit, I don't really know my geography, and when I see location names on Facebook posts, I'm not really on top of it. This has been verified a number of times. I've not grabbed people's pictures because, I don't like to do that whenever I can avoid it. But I've seen it several times on G.I. Joe Classified Series Facebook pages. I've seen people posting about it on Instagram. I've seen it over on X. I've seen it over on the Frontline Discord that I belong to. It's all over the place. Folks are finding these bad boys out on the shelves in Target. In fact, so much so that a mate of mine has picked one up and is sending it over to me. It's going to arrive in the post any day now. So they're out there. Go check your local Target, I suppose, is the core message of that, boys and girls. And get checking quick, because the pictures I'm seeing, folks are army building like maniacs. They're buying bundles of these things. So after my video talking about the folks not being so keen on the balmier, weirder side of G.I. Joe Classified, the Cobra-La Royal Guards are flying off those shelves when they are being discovered. That said, I think there is a bit of a kind of scalping game going on too. I had a little peek on the US eBay site, and there's definitely folks who are scooping these off Target shelves and then dumping them straight away over onto eBay. So, go and search for yourself, but avoid those scalpers, please, folks. Let's not feed those trolls. Let's not feed those beasts and encourage that ill behavior. But if you're near a Target or a few Targets, go have a peek, see what's the what. Next up, the promo pictures and information about the Diatech Night Creeper have started doing the rounds. This is a Walmart CollectorCon exclusive, which is taking place on the 19th of March, kicking off at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That's pre-orders for the Night Creeper, but as you can see also, the Shooting the Galaxy promo pickies have started doing the rounds. And this is definitely one of those kind of classic examples where I was a little bit on the fence and a bit like, I don't know if I want this figure. I think if anyone watched my New York Toy Fair overview vid, I was a bit kind of like, I'm loving that they're doing more Diatech, but I'm not sure I'm loving what they're doing with the Night Creeper here. I don't know, it wasn't quite appealing to me on a number of levels, the least of which is that like Cthulhu squid face, horny squid face thing, I just felt it diminished the uniqueness of it for the crystal ball figure itself, was one of the key things. But I don't know. Now I've seen the pictures and we got smoke and we got green lighting, and Shooting the Galaxy has worked their magic on the pictures and brought it to life a bit and posed it around and put it in some scenery. I'm like, maybe, because I'm weak. Because I'm so weak. I think I probably will still skip this one. If for no other reason than I've got to watch the budget. And when there is an opportunity to skip one, I think I've got to take it, because I'm not really one for redecos, broadly speaking, and this isn't the last time I'm going to talk about not being for redecos in this vid. I mean, they do look cool. I think the thing is that you're all in on the Diatech, even if you go for the Night Creeper masked face rather than the scary hallucination face. You still got the arms, you're still Diatech-y, so it's not like you can't repurpose it or multi-purpose it if you want just the standard Night Creeper, but in a black deco. It's all in on the Diatech. So fully on board with the new Diatech stuff. Loving the photos, the promo photos, but I'm still on the fence and probably going to fall down on the side of a no. However, for those who are interested, Walmart CollectorCon, 19th of March, kicking off for pre-orders at 10 a.m. Eastern. So if you're at work, take your toilet break, set an alarm, make sure you're locked and loaded, ready to go to get your Diatech Night Creeper order made. And finally, folks, let's meet the America 250 anniversary, the 250th anniversary Duke Retro Card Pack Special. Who saw this one coming? I was a bit behind the curve on this one, and then again over on the socials, I started seeing people posting As often is the case, I then went and checked and saw what Chris over at Full Force Podcast had put. My first initial instinct when I saw it was like, is this someone just playing some kind of long game April Fool? You know, that come midday on the 1st of April, they're going to go, April Fools! You know, just spend a month releasing, previewing July the 4th, America 250th anniversary celebration figures only to pull the rug. But no, Chris, who, you know, is well connected with the G.I. Joe classified team there over at Hasbro, says this is legit, this is a thing. It's a Walmart exclusive, so I hear, and these two pictures were accidentally posted on Hasbro UK, Hasbro Pulse UK, ironically, considering the theme. So yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm not one for redecos, as I've already said earlier on in this video. This one is not appealing to me at all. I do generally like sort of quirky stuff like this with a bit of a sense of humor or a little bit of character to it. I've got a few of the Star Wars holiday, you know, Christmas holiday things. What I will say though is I think the stuff like the Star Wars Christmas holiday things and Valentine's Ewoks, there's just a little bit more character and personality to them around that theme, you know. So your Stormtrooper's a gingerbread man, or your Snowtrooper's a snowman, you know. And I think that's just not quite. I don't know. There's like something. It needed something more to really lean into the theme, like a full-on Stars and Stripes shirt or something, or some a flag he could drape over his shoulders, like a flag cape, or a sparkler. I don't know. Just something, because it is just a straight up redeco of the retro card back. At minimum, you know, a saluting hand swap or something maybe. So yeah, I'm not so sure. I don't feel like it's a redeco that is of interest to me. You know, putting aside my feelings around the mistreatment of T and the wild mischaracterization of King George. That's a joke, by the way. We all know the guy was a knobhead. I don't know if it is as celebratory or as exciting as it could be for those who would be interested in that theme. You know, like I say, the same way as the Star Wars holiday specials, the Halloween ones and the Christmas ones and the Valentine's Day ones, sort of lean into the theme with a little bit more kind of humor and personality. I'm not sure this is leaning into the theme quite as much. You know, or a ball cap, you know, a baseball cap in the Stars and Stripes or something. I don't know, it just needed something a little bit more, I think. And I can't just help like it's just kind of a bit of a cheap redeco. Now, if you were to do a Union flag Big Ben, then I would be all over that shit. And I'd get him next to my Captain Britain and my Peggy Carter and my Union Jack Spider-Man and what have you. But, you know, yeah, so fill your boots if this is your thing. I certainly wouldn't begrudge you the pleasure of a America 250 celebratory retro card back Duke one bit, but yeah, it's just straight up redeco that doesn't really have a place in my collection, I don't think. But no word as to when this is going on order. One would assume something, I don't know, July the 4th, one would assume it's going to be on shelves, I would have thought. But yeah, any further news on that, I'll let you know. And there we go, folks. I told you it was a shorter one today. Just a few things that have happened over the last couple of days that I wanted to do a little G.I. Joe Classified Series Mod Extra update on. Let me know, as always, your thoughts in the comments down below around all this stuff. Have you been to a Target and picked up a Cobra-La Royal Guard for yourself? Are you going to be army building those Night Creepers? Are you going all in on the Diatech theme, the Diatech sub-theme there within the line? How do you feel about celebratory 250... Let me try that again. 250th anniversary Dukes. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, whether you agree or disagree with me. I think those who do comment will say it's a safe space over here. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you did, do all the usual YouTubey stuff. But more importantly, come back around for another video again sometime soon. So have yourselves a great day, and I'll catch you next time. All right? Ta-ta now.